So I have a story for you that you ex people might can explain. Be me, 2018. Get diagnosed with diabetes at age 30 because fat. Start eating healthy and go hiking. 2019. Lost some weight. Wife supports me. Hiking is our new hobby. Invite friends, often to hike, as a new activity. Show them all the good spots we discovered. This one time in November, we drink the night before and it gets so much later into the night than we planned. Good times all around. Next day, we're kinda hungover, so we sleep in and start hiking way too late. It's already getting dark on the way there. No problem. Been there once before. I'll find the way. We wanted to hike in this ravine. It's pretty cool. Has a waterfall, which is awesome. But the stone path is slippery, mossy, and wet. It's kinda remote and unknown too. So all around is untouched nature. But we definitely need the torchlights. And before, not a skinwalker story. The things that happened are not even that exciting, but it was kinda unnerving at the time. We walk through the forest that leads to the ravine, when a fog rises up and makes it hard to see. Not spooked yet, it's just really dense fog. When we go inside the ravine, we admire the natural formations of rocks, lots of mushrooms, and in general liking the nature. The fog makes it nicer on pictures too. Then, friend A asks if we heard that. Confused glances. No one heard anything. Shrug it off, probably some animal. Some time passes. We make good time getting down to the deepest point. Then, friend B thought it would be funny to start climbing into one of these small caves, where some kind of wooden box was laying, joking that it might be a drug stash. While climbing, the idiot drops his phone, so now he really has to get down there to get it. We wait around for him to make his way into the narrow cave, kinda worried he would get stuck. In the box, surprise surprise, was not a drug stash, just an empty rotten box. He fiddles his way around in piles of dried leaves, finally finds his phone. Suddenly says, "What are those drums?" None of us up there can hear any drums. I make some Minds of Maria joke, that now the goblins will come and eat him. Drums in the deep, we cannot get out. I keep quoting, cause I'm just that funny. He gets stern and insists, "No, Anon, I'm serious. I'm hearing drums." Friend A now chimes in and confirms that he believes what he heard earlier sounded like drums too. Friend B is still calm, just confused, and makes his way back up, pressing his back into the rock to get out the last few meters. We pull him up. All agree that this was a stupid thing to do. "You still hearing drums?" I ask. "Faint," he replies, eyebrows are raised. "Like down there?" "No, I think from there." He points in the direction we are heading anyways. At this point, I'm thinking that A and B are making shit up, because it's dark and spooky. Wifey is getting nervous by all this talk. She doesn't like the spooks at all. Wants us to stop talking about it. We continue on our way. 15 minutes later, goosebumps. Now I can hear the drums. They sounded like they were some way ahead. Clear as day, but they don't sound like any drum I have heard so far. Hard to describe. The sound kinda changed pitch. Now I ask if the others can hear the drums. Empty looks from them. Wife gets really pissed. I tell her not to worry. It's probably some hippies smoking in a circle. Don't really believe that myself. It's November and freezing. She doesn't buy it either. We continue walking. We still have like an hour of walking ahead before reaching the halfway point. Finally, all of us are hearing the drums, including wife, who doesn't find this trip enjoyable at all now. The drums getting louder, sounding like they're around the corner. Then they stop. Friend A suddenly goes off the path, going to the spot where the drums seem to be coming from. He suddenly exclaims, "What the fuck?" We go after him and find a rock. No one, just a rock. Confused faces. The distance is kinda correct to where we heard the drums too. The rock is smeared with yellow powder. Then we look closer to see what friend A is on about. It was carved with all kinds of shit. No idea what this means. Pig related. It's the rock. The rock has a crevice that seems to go a good way down. Friend A thinks that the yellow stuff is sulfur. Cliche much? We make the pictures and go back to the trail. Make the rest of the journey without much talking. All of us kinda nervous. Get back to the car without any trouble. No further events whatsoever. Wife is very happy once sitting in the car. We Google the words as soon as we are home. No results. Today, wife says, "Remember those drums? That was creepy." Remember those events and decide to post about it on X to see if you have any ideas. Harold Parker State Forest, Massachusetts. For background, this place is claimed to be spooky by people in my hometown for these reasons. Wiccans/occultists do an annual thing there according to my stepmom and other friends from the area. Orb sightings by friends of friends. All the gay kids from my surrounding high school fuck in the parking lot there. Now my story, which is underwhelming, but there's a connection. In high school, 2 buddies and I decided to go fishing. Park the truck and start walking down the trail to the pond. A ways into the woods, and a man and his dog pass by us. The dog is super friendly and casually chat with the man. He says, "Yeah, that dog likes you guys a lot more than that fucking pedophile back there." Weird thing to say, but whatever. Get to the lake and we hear a concerned scream of a woman. Sounds like it's coming from the other side of the lake. Sounds like she's alternating from "Liam" and "Where are you?" Keep hearing these screams for 20 or so minutes. We kind of get weirded out and leave. Talk about it on the ride back, but never thought much of it. We thought that maybe the PDF file the dog walker referred to could have snatched the kid the mom was screaming for, but no idea. Desu. Be biologist. Be doing biology stuff. Buddies are getting cam traps on trees, while I'm at the camp trying to get fire going. Fire won't catch. Bill sits next to me. It feels cold, but since everything was cold, never cared about it. This fucking lit won't make a spark. Shitty fucking equipment. Where's Sam with the lighter? Keep complaining for a while. Realize the person next to me isn't talking. Feel a slight chill creeping up my spine. Slowly look ahead. Can see Sam and Bill's flashlights in the woods ahead. Who the fuck is sitting next to me? Turn around. All I see is something black. Nope. Wake up next day. Sam and Bill are standing on top of me, white as milk. I'm laying in the middle of the ground, a bit away from the camp. They said they heard screaming, and when they came, I was nowhere to be seen. I had spent the whole night looking for me, shouting, yelling. All they got in response was a deep grunt. Trying to get up, pain everywhere. My face went, this is what I looked like when they tore my shirt off. My face went, I had torn both my pectorals, as if I was trying to push/fight something away, to the point where the muscle tore, and broken 5 ribs and a clavicle. My face went, I'm never doing field trip work again. My face went, every night, I nope at the slightest feel of something brushing against me. Where were you when this happened? Fort Campbell, Tennessee. This figure was captured on video in the same area by YouTube user James Jones. I named it Hornman, but it could have been a bunch of trees. Now that you told your story, it made me think of it. Coincidence? Or do we have a real thing here? If it was a bear, you wouldn't be here to post that story. Just saying. Just saying.